YouTube should be alive any second now. You can do it. I believe in you. I don't actually believe in them, but I can pretend to believe in you. There you go. You finally are alive. Yeah, they need a moderator role that allows you to delete message and block people. Yeah, something in the middle. Where did my mouse go? There you go. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be picking up where we left off in SnowRunner. To clarify, this is my first playthrough of SnowRunner. So it's not my first stream, but it's my first playthrough. So I do have mentioned in the title and the tags, no backseating. Backseating being unsolicited advice, being like, this truck is better than that truck. You know, all these kinds of things. That's all, unless I ask for it, to be clear. If I deliberately go up and say, hey, is this truck better than that truck? That's a different story. Oh, wait, why did you put the icon over there? I was finding that weird. Okay. Why am I having... There we go. I'm just forgetting how to controls. So we've got the truck over here. I'm not going to be able to pull that out. We could probably go over here, grab this upgrade, make our way to get that truck. I remember we had something like 4 upgrades. Oh, yeah, I got 1, 2, 3 upgrades on that side of the map. All right. Oh, you're up here? I'm so confused to where you are. Okay, in that case, we're going to go up here. Not where I want that. Go around here. Here, grab that upgrade. I'm gonna grab that upgrade. Where's the next one? The next one's down there. So this whole thing looks rough. I suspect the reality is we're gonna go like this kind of deal. Because that looks awful, but we'll see when we get there. And we'll try and then reach that. And that'll give us a new car, and we'll probably need to retract there. By the way, you could use the map runner to look for specific upgrades. I bet you're newer than that. Okay. I'm not really looking for specific upgrades. We're just trying to get everything. There we go. I'm having, like, difficulty remembering the controls is all. Oh, is Map Runner, like, third-party tool? If it's a third-party tool, mod, or website, then I won't use it. Like, it's totally fine. Like, no judgment for anyone who does. But I very much prefer playing games kind of within themselves. For me, like, these kinds of games, like, the discovery of the map and figuring your way around and all that is, like, the core thing of the game. That is the thing, like, the main interest of the game and all that. And using tools that just give it to you. You know, sure, it shortcuts that you might avoid a little bit of frustration or whatever. But, once you know, and you can't unknow. Let's see, the add command, it can, but like I said, that one, you know, like, first right of refusal, that kind of stuff, that'll be like, hey, not first right of refusal, I do 100% have the ability to veto any command request, which I'll give the points back, but like, if it's gonna be anything like FBI, open up, any like, jump scary sound, like screams or anything like that, or knocking on the wall or anything, none of those will go through. I'll just put that right out there. None of those will be considered. Like, that is the closest we've come to that kind of thing. We only were doing that for Halloween. And then it became such a high demand thing. But I even deliberately went and had, with that one, I kept it to just the, like, a giggle. And for the most part, most of them are very tame. That they don't, like, you know, again, they don't scream and, like, fly on the screen and all that. And even then, I was actually going to get rid of the scary command. Like I had fully intended on getting rid of that. But, like, a lot of people really have been enjoying it, all that, and it's like, okay. And I haven't had a lot of people being like, oh, that scary command really just ruins the experience. Like, if I got a bunch of negative feedback about it, it would already be gone. You think it should be replaced at this point? The scary command, you mean? Yeah, it probably needs to, like, I wanted to put other things there that'd be more fitting to the channel and all that. Yeah, no, I do think it is probably time to get rid of it. Like, I had fully intended getting rid of it before. People had forgotten about it for a little while, so it's like, okay, maybe it's time to turn it off, and then, you know, so it'll remember it, and then it'll pop back in for a little bit. Maybe after stream I'll get rid of it. Because it is not really aligned with the type of content we do here. But it was meant as like a fun one-off thing. Apologies, scary command. No, it's fine. Like, it was meant to be a temporary fun thing. That, you know, again, it's not really aligned with the content we do. But it was just kind of a fun one-off because we're doing a special, like, Halloween stream where we played Doki Doki Literature Club, which is very outside our normal content. Like, it was one that I was warning people, like, a week in advance going, well, we joked about it, but it was the amount of effort is going to go into setting that up. Just never happened. I have, like, dozens and dozens of things I want to do. It's just one of those things I don't have the time to do them. So there's lots of ideas I get that just never happen. Stop trying to break your engine? I'll do what I want. The engine knows its place. What is there, switching for something else, but I forgot. Yeah, and if we have ideas for something you'd like as an alternative to that. But yeah, no, it's, I've had, like, when I did the survey a little while back, where people... This is real spicy. But, when I did the survey a while back, polling, being like, what do you want? Like, what do you want, like, on the channel content-wise, or, like, things to improve the channel? There was a bunch of people who were like, oh, you should allow us to have a bunch of silly noise redeems. But for every one of those, I probably had 3 that they're like, I'm so happy you don't have a bunch of silly noise redeems. There's definitely a dichotomy there of where we have different groups want different things, but generally speaking, the vast majority. To be clear when I say silly noise redeems and all that, I actually do have the thing that people get tier 3 subs, they can get a sound to play on the channel kind of thing. But it'll work with that. But yeah, no, deliberately I try to cater my content for a place where, you know, people after a busy day to work to relax, for people with anxiety to, you know, find a place that they can kind of come down and relax and do all that. Those kind of things. So like, I can do sound commands and whatnot. It's just they're not going to be particularly like invasive ones, I guess is the way I'll put it. Again, like the knock 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 FBI open up. This is SnowRunner. Yeah, like heck is a perfect example. That one I'm totally fine with because it's nice. It's not jump scary. It's not like startling. It's not that kind of thing. Because I have a lot of people who sit here and chill and vibe and genuinely fall asleep to the stream. Like they use it for wind down for that. And if I start doing that, I've literally just removed the entire value I have for the stream for them. But yeah, this is SnowRunner, if I didn't say so already. You're thinking oops command? Yeah, as long as like the oops sound, like I'm not sure what exact sound effect you're thinking so far as oops. But I could see an oops being fine. Just being like, oops. Or like, you know, whatever sound effect. I could see that not being too bad. As long as it's not like oops and then a lot of pans and pots banging immediately after or something like that. I'm having weird sound stuff happening occasionally. If you tried to link something, I won't see it. I have links turned off. Generally speaking, almost everyone has links turned off, or if they're on, they have lots of limitations to them. You can, like, redeem it, and like send me the link to it kind of thing. And I can look at it, because worst happens if I decide it's like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, I'll just refund you the points. Yeah, now we got a couple ones. Suppose there's a path over here. There it is. Yeah, or you can post it on the Discord too. That's fine as well. Any kind of like sound or video or anything like that. Like the more invasive it is, the more likely I'm gonna say no. Either discussing the streamer or help the streamer. I think either of those would work. I think either would be fine. But yeah, now we've had the whole conversation in the past about when usually it's in the context of when people say, "Oh, hey, I see you're doing, relatively successful streaming. What advice would you give someone who's new to streaming?" That kind of thing. And one of the ones I almost always will bring up is like, what is like your core value? Like, what are your foundation things? Like, what is the big thing you offer? Like, why do people tune into your channel? Like, what is that? Okay, each thing you consider adding to your channel, does it add to or take from that? If it adds to, that's great, do it. If it takes from it, then it ultimately undermines your main value. So don't, it can be like a temporary thing you do for like a silly thing, but long term it can't stay. And it's very true that also you'll run into situations where something starts as being something that provides value, but either as like your audience builds or it gets used more, it starts switching from something that adds value to your content to takes from it. So like if you did have noise commands, for example, or like text-to-speech. Text-to-speech is perfect. When you're a smaller audience or your audience isn't using it too heavily, text-to-speech can be great. I just noticed our gas. We're definitely going to be completely screwed on getting through here. But what could end up happening with text-to-speech is when it's not used very much, it could be a fun little extra thing. But if it ends up being used way too much, it could very quickly turn from some extra little fun thing that your audience has to, being literally obnoxious. Because I know for me personally, there used to be a channel, I won't say the name, because that's not the important bit. There used to be a channel I used to watch very regularly, that they added text-to-speech, and then made it so you could do it with bits. But their channel had kind of blown up, and their channel was literally, they would start stream, and it was like every 2 seconds I'd hear, and the Rafflecopter goes, chut-chut-chut-chut-chut-chut-chut-chut. And the, police siren goes, and it was like just hours of that. And I stopped tuning in. I had been watching them for years, and it's like, I can't handle this. This is so incredibly obnoxious. That is a really steep hill. I need to adjust the direction that it's facing. And we need our safety winch. But yeah, so that's the idea, is like, like I said, that was something that, when they first introduced it, added to their content. Come on. I'm basically out of gas. I just need to get to the place. I actually don't think we're actually that close to it. There's the thing when you get low on gas, your vehicle struggles to run. Nope. Well. Sorry about that. When I noticed we were over here and not having much gas, it's like, oh, we're probably screwed, but figured we'd have to do that. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, yeah, so we're good at all this stuff. Okay, so let's get rid of those right now. We're in the wrong area for that. We can pop down over here. Grab the upgrade. Grab the new vehicle. We might be able to cut across here. I don't really know. Alright. And grab this contract on the way by. That's not gonna... We don't need to do that. Let's see if we can cut across here. I have very low faith that we can actually traverse this area. But that's where we're going anyways. Because right now what I'm trying to do is get the upgrades we're missing. And the vehicles are missing. And focusing on that for right now. And then once we get all the vehicles and upgrades on the map, we're going to start going through and fixing roads, like going through the different maps that have like broken roads and all that, and fixing that kind of stuff to make it so we can travel easier. And then once all that's done, we're going to turn around after all of that and start putting our focus on, you know, whatever missions need stuff hauling wherever. Basically doing everything to set up the map and to get ourselves all the things we can to have the best chance of success. Versus trying to push the missions and then not having what we need to make that work. I like how the car's skidding as we're trying to turn. Oh, stop bouncing. We definitely don't want to be bouncing that much trying to go through any kind of dirt. Okay. This game does not like speeds like that. No, I don't think they intended you going very fast at any point in time. It's not a racing game so much as it's a game for, you know, exploration and turning and stuff and whatnot. Alright, so let's grab stuff here while we're in the area. I don't know if I've already grabbed this mission, but let's grab this mission while we're here. Alright. That's considered a road that looks like a landslide. definitely not the road. But I also feel like you can make it work anyways, so... Am I just being silly? Let me zoom in this map more. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. That's fine. We'll just go down here anyways. There we go. Just would avoid the risk of rolling. Let's keep going down here first. We won't try and turn towards that yet. It looks like there might be a ridge there. Here is how we bounce. There we go. What am I stuck on? Just the road here is just like wobbled all over the place. We're almost sideways just driving on it. Okay. Ooh, wait. There we go. And then we've got that down there. Let's not go straight for it. Cool. And that's one upgrade. Okay, so next thing is we're just gonna go straight over here. We're gonna go check, because I wanna say when I get close to that truck. Wait, can I actually just switch that truck immediately? No. Okay. So once I get close enough to that truck, we'll be able to use it. I'm just trying to correct the orientation of the Jeep without actually driving off the ledge. Okay. That is a very steep angle on that. Well, I guess I don't really get another option. You try and use the fact that the rock is right here so it tips us over up against something. Okay, we're past the part that was scaring me. It's still rough. Okay, so I assume I want the one going up the hill now. Yes. This place has some real narrow areas over here. Off-road rock crawling simulator looking for group. Yeah, it's this whole area is just a rough time. All right. Yeah. Take that, engine. Enter back. Yeah, we're just zigzagging back up and forth here. Yeah, though, the whole thing, like, this whole area is just these narrow, muddy paths on rocks. It's really kind of getting hard to tell, because there isn't, like, a button to, like, level out your camera kind of thing, at least not that I saw. So it's kind of hard to tell sometimes how steep of an angle I'm at, other than when the Jeep is bouncing. I can kind of get an idea of, like, how the Jeep tries to land. It's like, oh, okay, I'm very clearly leaning on my side because it tried to scooch sideways when it bounced. There we go. Yeah, so you're just seeing me, like, do, like, little bumps in the accelerator. A big part of that is genuinely just trying to avoid, like, catching a rock wrong and then bouncing real hard in the air. Hey, JD, how's it going? And once we get close enough... Yay, I'm pretty sure that's the truck I got rid of at the beginning. So that truck's gonna get sold. Doing well. How's it going? The mud hauling? Pretty good. So far. No, wrong side. You saw me try to do the quick grapple to the other tree. I didn't realize the little log there, so we have stalled. But we don't need to go the whole way back. We can fix this problem. Oh. Okay. Let's scoot way over here. Turn it so we're end to end. Oh, that little berm in between, that'll help us as well. Change truck to you. Imagine if it was that easy to do a vehicle recovery. Yup. This area is kind of trolling me, because on one hand you're like, oh man, I don't want to go through that deep mud. That deep mud looks like a bad time. On the other hand, you look at when you're trying to avoid the deep mud, it's just like these steep ledges that want to just roll you. You're like, okay, do I want to take the risk of getting swamped out in the mud or rolling? I should have taken gas on the truck while I was up there. It's fine. This is also the area I was like, I'm not even sure if we can cross here. So I might just get here and be like, oh, it's a river. And that's the end of it. Different maps have different stuff. There are maps that are all snow and ice. We just started with Michigan. And apparently Michigan doesn't have snow or ice. Oh yeah, this looks great. Okay. I'm gonna level with you. This doesn't look like a thing we're gonna succeed at. But there's no real consequence for us having to fall back, so... Sidebar says SnowRunner. Shouldn't. If it does say below Farming Simulator... my category is set correct. Not updated? Weird. Go, 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 go. Okay, it's not as deep as I thought it was. But I was also thinking that current... I think the reason they give you all this flotsam to deal with is so you can do what I was doing there. Anchor yourself to some flotsam. That way, the current just doesn't take you away. At least that's what I think is going to happen. I have no idea how much basis that actually has in anything. And Kira lives at a 5-stream streak, so thank you so much for all that. We found a new trailer. Really do appreciate the fact that people would keep tuning in and all that. Here, we can get rid of that. That spot now.
Yay.
Hey, Holiday, how's it going? And thank you for the biddies. I do appreciate that. That's 2 Lego pieces I owe, by the way, because we also had a sub earlier that I need to take care of. Is there a way to determine where you quick winch with the mount? Was the mouse directional? It's directional. It's not perfect. Hey, Braden, how's it going? So, like, if I'm facing a little bit to the left, it should go to that one. If I'm facing a little bit to the right, it should go to that one. But even if I look at that tree, it can't quite do that. But yeah, so it's based in the camera direction. And it's sometimes, like, the thing that catches you more is there'll be sometimes, like, these little scraggly trees in between. Or, like, a little piece of log on the ground or something that isn't very useful for you. And you'll quick grapple to that instead of what you want. But, you know, for something as, like, if I'm worried about rolling here, being able to go like that really fast to catch myself, it can do pretty okay with. And Dark Dragon.
Trainers go.
Dark Dragon's dropping off 500 biddies, kicking off a hype train. So thank you so much for that. That's 7 Lego pieces I owe now. So when the hype train wraps up, we'll go ahead and get those all knocked out. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, for every sub, no matter what type of sub it is, and 100 biddies, or 100 biddies, I guess not and, or 100 biddies, we have a Lego kit we're working on that we will add another Lego piece to. Well, it's probably gonna end up honestly happening pretty soon. At the rate we're getting this thing built, is I'm probably gonna have to go get our Lego kit lined up. Like genuinely the other day I was like, oh crap, like I expected this thing to last for a long while, and like that one day like put us more than a third of the way through the kit. Which no complaints about. It's a good problem to have. Come on now, do you want to live forever? I mean, that'd be nice. Assuming I did take severe quality of life losses along the way. It means I don't have to go through that whole, like, you know, coming to terms with my own mortality and yada yada yada. Does that SnowRunner's been good content for your channel? It has. The kid's already solved. I think you bought a good one? Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's a solid kit. It's just basically I'll probably need to line up a new kit. Can I has truck? I would like to has truck. They need to repair. I'll have to look into what it is at. Right now, I'm worried about the upgrades and all that. We're just going to keep going around the map, doing our upgrades, unlocking vehicles, all that. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's just water. It's just straight up water. It's not, oh, it's a little muddy. It's like, oh, the road is a lake there. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. At some point, you're gonna get, like, holiday money or something. And go buy a big Lego Harry Potter. I'd probably get Star Wars stuff. I've shown once or twice that I have, like, the giant Millennium Falcon kit. Like, that was me and Tomb splurging a while back, well before content creation. So I could definitely get, see getting stuff like the Razor Crest, the Death Star, a Star Destroyer, an X-Wing, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, I probably wouldn't do Harry Potter. One, it's not a fandom I'm particularly into. And two, anything that gives J.K. Rowling a penny, I'm going to stay away from. Hey, Darth. Don't... Like, we've been doing this every stream I play this. Like, don't tell me I could get a better thing there or this thing here. Like, it's been every stream I have to tell you not to do that. And then you're usually good about it for the rest of the stream. But I shouldn't have to do the initial one every stream for the same person. Alright, so meanwhile, before we start fighting this, I owe, I believe it was seven Legos. We had 100 biddies, 500 biddies, and a sub. So let me go ahead and get the Legos knocked out. For those who don't know what's going on here, like I said, for every sub and 100 biddies, we put a Lego piece on the kit. And so we've got this working on. You can see what we've got here so far. It's been coming along pretty nicely and all that. Alright, so we have this here. So, 1 piece.
Thank you Darth Dragosh 1998 for gifting a sub to Conriat.
2 pieces. 3 pieces. 4 pieces, and that was 1 gift sub. Okay. Yeah, thank you for gifting another sub to the channel, Darth. I do appreciate that. Alright, so you should be this way. Alright, I gotta grab more pieces now. We got that pivot. There's a small gray bar. The yellow bar. And another one of those things. Alright, so that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I needed to give 8 now. So I need 4 more pieces I gotta put on here. No problem. So 5, 6, and then in here is 7. Time for the next step. I need more desk space. What I need. I need all the desk space. And I has desk space. And where is that thing? With curved piece. Bar. And then we will have 8, which goes... Is that on there right? No, it's not. I put that on right, so let me correct that. And then 8 goes for this end. Be there, this here. No, it's down. Yeah, it's down away from the curb. And then that will be 8. Alright. Can we have desk space? Yeah, that's basically what boils down to. Like, can I have all of the desk space? Alright, so we also are getting a little stuck in the mud here. Oh, I haven't changed my scene. There we go. Yeah, I missed anything. There we go. The mud is pretty rough there. And this is the area, like, I don't even know if we could cross here. I see we've got that and some flotsam here. We also have that, but I don't see a path over there either. How does... Well, there isn't really an around, is there? There's a vehicle in there, so we definitely know I can get in there. I assume for the vehicle you'd go this way. We're not doing that right now. We're just seeing how far we can get across. More than likely, we're not getting across it this way, but I don't know one way or the other how bad this gets. I've got only one way to find out. Alright, so it looks shallower over there on the other side. So I think this pole is literally there to tempt you, so you try and go, oh, I'll just go by the pole. That... is way murkier than I thought it would be. Yeah, I think I could cross on the other side there. No, I can still get across. I just need to use this flotsam over here. I wasn't expecting that to be quite as bad as it was. I think actually would be over to the left more. Okay. The big thing is you really can't see how deep it is. Alright, so it looks like I want to cut across there because there's more flotsam for us to roll through on this side. Okay, so this area is completely crossable. What are the jet stream? Is that the vehicle back there? We're not doing the vehicle right now. I'm going through the upgrade. To do the vehicle, I'm gonna need something stronger than the Jeep. The Jeep is not a powerful vehicle. Well, the Scout, whatever they call this thing. Flotsam with the Jetsam. Sorry, I'm not really getting it. I'm guessing we're gonna go down this way. Sorry, 2 turns for marine debris. Gotcha. Actually, this is probably a safer bet. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're gonna swamp it. Okay. What are you talking about, Darth? The name of Ursula's eels in The Little Mermaid. Have no idea how to retain that info. Kingdom Hearts, probably. Lots of Jetsam. I knew they had names, but it never struck me, like, because I don't remember them. Okay. So we're almost to the upgrade. I really wish I could get this off my screen, so there we go. We'll try and go up and around, I think is the way we're going to go with this. We get a bunch of trees and flotsam over this way. Just gotta get across this without getting stuck. Okay. And this seems like a good route to take over here. It looks like a bunch of flotsam over there we can take across. That's what we're here for, is we're here for that upgrade on that little island. Yeah, I'm willing to bet if I asked Tube, she'd be like, oh yeah. Flotsam and Jetsam or whatever. She'd probably know. Okay, and... just stop here and enjoy the sunset. Alright. And we went and we got all of the upgrade. Oh, no, you got one upgrade up there. Can I get up there with the amount of gas you have? Maybe. That's probably fine. Okay, we're gonna try for it. It is a lovely sunset. Now we're just in a dark swamp. It gets more bog. And we're through. Yeah, I keep hearing muskeg, but it's just like I know people explain the term, but it's just like, yep, it's just I am familiar with what the word is now, but I don't have my own personal observations to compare it against. Frozen swamp, yeah. Yeah, no, that was what we had heard is like frozen swamp, basically like the marshy areas and like a boreal and whatnot. This is just like, this is more like a bog. It's just watery marshiness. It's not warm, because you can have swamp that's temperate. You only know it because of the long dark. Yeah. I still need to go back and play more of that. It is a bummer that it's been such a slow rollout for like the actual story side of it. You learned what a mood is recently? Okay. More. Okay, I was like, I don't really know where to go with this, actually. Yes, a more. Yes. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, so we need to go up and around here. Oh, we're not going to make it again, because we're going to run out of gas again, probably at the exact same spot. Yeah, no, I got you, JD. JD saying, I think part of the delay of the Long Dark is so many early players only did the survival mode. Other the devs had to cater to it a bit more. I mean, to be fair, when you don't really have much, like when the story only has like the first bit, and when you finish it, your only other option is the survival mode. You get kind of stuck with the survival mode. Because that's the thing that happened to us is we played the story and then I turned around and played the survival mode when there's no more story to be done. Hey, Trevor, how's it going? This is a much less terrible route for us to take versus going up the vertical climb we pulled off on the other one. I'm doing pretty good. Alright, so with that, we're basically out of gas, but we got all the upgrades on the map, if I'm not mistaken. No more upgrades. Cool. So we do have this truck we can potentially recover, which honestly, I think actually with this truck I just have to get to it. That's not being marked as a lost vehicle or whatever. So I probably just have to get to it, switch over to it, and then recover it. Which is a little cheeky, but that, I mean, that's just nature of what it is. Any good upgrades? Oh, a decent number. We also got this truck. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to recover the vehicle we're in. I'm going to go to the map and grab this vehicle and recover it as well. And I'm immediately going to store it. That's not what I mean. I'm immediately truck storage. Why can I not truck storage you? What? It's a song they had stuck in your head? Oh, I don't know the song, so I was like, what is this? I am so confused. Oh, right. Yeah, because that's like truck storage is wanting to put in there. It's been a while since they've had a new truck to deal with. So truck storage, this truck, don't want, don't need, get lost, give me the cash. Okay. So, I don't have a vehicle in this area yet to pick up any of these other vehicles. We can go ahead and skip time. Let's see. Try to remember how we switched the map to the other sections. You see the gateway. Oh yeah, and I haven't watched really hardly any SpongeBob. G? Oh, okay, it's on the larger thing. Yeah, so we have this one. We've already got all the upgrades from this one. Right, and we hadn't finished this one. Yeah, so we want to go to Island Lake. Of course, I'm the opposite side of everything. Do we want to go that whole way? Because at that point we could probably get to the International and unlock it. Let's unlock the International. Let's forget what we were doing here. And try to go for unlocking it. It's really in there. We probably want to... Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. Well, here's a bold idea. Probably won't work the way I think it's going to work. Alright, let's check our stuff, make sure we don't have unlocks we care about. So we've got freeway. That's just for better mileage. We could do raised. I'm a little scared to do that, because that's going to make us even more top-heavy. But, you know what, let's find out. I haven't checked. I do have the off-road tires unlocked. We're already using them, actually. Yeah, probably. Been pretty happy with the off-road ones. I understand the mud ones will be better for when we're, like, really just in the thick of the swampy areas and whatnot. But we can worry about that in a minute. I just need to get to this truck. I think we'll be okay. Oh, you thought it was cool? Gotcha. Yeah, that's fine. So we're just trying to get down here to where the truck is to unlock it, and then we'll try and go to that last area we haven't finished with yet, so far as getting our upgrades and all that. And it won't honestly be very long before it's time for us to just start running missions again. Okay. Wait, which route did I take? Oh, right, because there's boulders in the road. Right. I was like, why did I choose this route? This route was sketch. Right, I chose this route because the other route is unavailable entirely. Okay. Making me catch myself using the winch way more than I really want to be. Yeah, no, it's like I don't want to be doing all those things. I'm just going too fast and not taking my time on it because I want to get to the other side of the map. Which I think what things are counting on is that you'll be like, no, let me open up the road before I start pushing for the upgrades. Like, no, I want all the vehicles and the upgrades now. Yeah, they're my upgrades, and I want them now. I don't want upgrades tomorrow. Okay, lower route or higher route? Looks like lower route this time. Who needs bridges when you have enough horsepower to drive right on top of water? If only. Get like amphibious tires, like the giant inflated tires, so you can just slowly paddle across the surface of the water. All right. I used to know people that this was, to them, this was their idea of a good time in real life would be to, you know, take their Jeep or whatever and find one of these, like, kind of roads that's just all swamped up and everything, and go mudding and just try and traverse it. And every once in a while, they'd come back with one of their vehicles missing and then have to, I hit the wrong thing. Yep. I want to hit this one. I hit the little log in front of me, so it just kept rolling. All right. I think we start working at some of these roadways here that I've been putting off. So let's go ahead, because I wanted to get over there to reveal the rest of that next area. So let's quickly take 2 seconds and just kind of go through what we're looking at. So that's... Yeah, so this one, we have an upgrade here by that fuel carrier. And I would still be revealing this area of the map. But I'm kind of running into issues where I'm have to like keep going on these like really sketchy, What level are you? Oh, I don't remember. I'm still very new to the game. Yeah, so we got all but one of the vehicles from here. We have all the vehicles from Black River. Like, Black River is basically done other than the stuff that I have to bring things to other areas. This one we do have upgrades in and all that, but I still need to explore, but getting there is kind of a pain. We've got all the upgrades from this map, and I believe all the vehicles. So really all we're missing is whatever's up in this area, which could be significant. That upgrade down there. And then we are missing, at the dam, we are missing the truck over here. And unfortunately, we didn't find a garage in here, so I can't just pop over there. If I were to pop over here, how easy would it for me to... There's the island. Where is... Do we have the garage here? Is there even a garage here? It just says no... Like, it just has a no garage mark, so there may not be a garage there at all. I was trying to get over here so I could go around the other way and it'd be less of a pain. Alright, so I think what's going to happen is we're going to teleport back to the garage in this area. As soon as I figure out how to... Oh, I remember how we do that. What I need to do is I need to go here. Here, we just recovered in there. It's fine, we're not playing it hard. We need to retain it. Then I need to go to the global. Go here. Give me 1 second. My audio keeps being weird, so I just want to give that a quick kick, so hopefully it'll solve that problem. Alright. So I don't remember is... That's the warehouse. The garage is down here. There we go. Okay, so truck storage. Grab that. Okay, so we've got the Fleet Star, and we've got you. So we want to customize this. We have the balanced one. We could switch to the off-road one. And we just get better highway tires with this. Yeah, so we don't have that much unlocked with you. Switch that to not have the heavy thing. Alright, so we've got the Pay Star. We've got the Free Star. I'm just checking to see if there's any of these other ones I want to switch the kit to. Probably give you the off-road kit. Because you're the most likely one to be doing a lot of the off-roading. You don't have the fancy tires, but you do have the all-terrain. And put those on you. Put a snorkel on you. All right. So basically, I've got this one to haul when we are talking about in the mud for the time being, and I've got the Pay Star for more of that. Well, that's an S power to wait. Yep. So you're S power to wait, and you're an A power to wait. Yes, this is like I wanna pull something that's gonna be a rough time, and then the other one is for when something much bigger. Okay, so we want wood planks and bricks over to here. So I can get bricks there. And get fuel here. We want to drop off there. They do have planks and that up here. Crossing the dam is fine. This route up here is relatively okay. Coming from this way, we can go up. Oh, did we actually get the Fallen Rock one? Please tell me I actually got that quest. I did not. Alright, so I want to do the Fallen Rocks first. Unfortunately, we don't know what we need. We do have a garage entrance up here. Alright, I guess we're going to store our vehicle and move it back over. That's a bit annoying, actually. Alright, so store you. Go to the map, global map. We want to check you. I forgot to grab the quests, because I want to clear the roads and all that as much as we can, as my next priority, before I start to try and haul stuff to different objectives. And the worst thing is, like, right here. No, it's not. Wait, what? Oh, I still have stuff marked in the map. I understand. I was like, wait, why is it telling me to go all the way down there? Alright. Alright, so let's drive 2 seconds to grab the quest. It's kind of weird that for all these main quests, I have to actually drive to them, versus like when you get line of sight of them or something. It's fine. It's just weird that I have to be like, oh, let me stop, drive 10 feet to go look at it, and then turn around and go back. Okay, so quest. Rock on, start tracking. You need 2 service parts. Where do I find service parts? I can find them on the other side of the dam and bring them the whole way back up here, and this is sketchy right here. or I could take the main highway from the other town over. And that's just on the sidecar. It would take the other map over here. I could get the service parts from the warehouse or the factory. The factory I'd have to cross there. So that's not great. Okay, let's consider our other options. We don't have garages on these two. Does the service hub not have parts? I'm looking at the wrong map. Actually, wait. Oh, we've got them literally right here. Okay, that's easy. Alright, in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to global maps. We're going to pop over here. We're going to travel to this garage. I need to move that trailer so I don't have to zoom in the whole way just to reach it. And we need to grab... Honestly, retain everything. I kind of wish this worked differently. I get the ideas they have limited storage per garage, I guess is the limitation they're aiming for. But it also feels kind of annoying that I just like put my vehicle back, pull it out, put it out. And it's probably a thing for like hard mode. But it's just one of those things that like, why are they making me do this? Alright, okay. Do you have a trailer around here anywhere at all? Dude, tell me you have stuff. But we don't have any trailers up here. Is there a trailer really close to the north end of Black River? There is. How many can you carry? Yeah, it's like right there. We'll just go back. Alright. No buy trailer. Money is mine. I guess I'm lucky you even get upgrades. Count my blessings. I mean, did you find a trailer? There's a trailer like right on the north end of the map right next to us, so I'm just gonna go grab it. Like that's the thing, it was like halfway down the map, the whole thing. Like really I need to drag those trailers back and whatnot. Man, you're actually kind of tricky to drive now with all the power we've given you. Like, it gets going easily. Alright, so we can go and grab the trailer, bring it on up. There's two of them pretty close to the top of the map. Oh, so it's gonna play that scene every time we switch maps? Okay, so yeah, so the reason I was like, oh, we'll just go here is I literally have along the main road here a trailer that'll serve our purposes. Oh, is this a wheelie truck? I don't think it's got quite that much power.
What's the worst that could happen?
But it's able to handle this with like no issue at all. Yeah, and this one's so powerful just because we started with it and we found, I believe, this is when we found the engine upgrade. We didn't buy it. But now I got tires that actually can take advantage of the engine upgrade. Whereas before we had like the worst road tires. Alright, speaking of which, in just a couple minutes we have to take a short break for those new to the channel. It is a thing that my wife does get home right around this time. So it's those things that's kind of one of those things that like dinner is just an awkward timing kind of thing. That I can either start stream like hours later, which doesn't feel great, or oh come on, that's close enough. But what ends up happening is I take a quick 2-3 minute break in the middle of stream to make my dinner happen, all that kind of stuff. And then we get back to it. But that'll be happening here in just a couple minutes if you get home. And I'm just going to chuck something in the oven. She'll bring it up in a little while. And then we have food. Because one of those things they can't really eat before stream. It's, you know, she would have to make her own dinner every day and everything, which would kind of suck. And I can't wait till after stream because I stream for 9 hours, and that's a heck of a long time to stream without any food. That said, you know, I usually will mute the mic and do all that sort of stuff. We're having supper. It's gonna be something out of the freezer. Could be like a frozen pizza. We have these breaded jalapeno things that are, you know, pretty good. They're not poppers, but kind of in that ballpark. So I haven't fully established what dinner is, but we need to do a store run. So it'll be some frozen. Or it could also be like sausage and mashed potatoes, but that'd be something she'd have to be willing to do. Like, she would have to do. I wouldn't be able to, like, do that on a break, which is why I haven't done that. Like, we probably would have done this my past day off this week, but we had one of our friends invited us out. So we went and did that. Alright, so now you just go boom, boom, grab you, and over. I'm gonna try going right to the middle and see if you need to go around. Nope. I feel like I'm often overthinking what I have to go around and avoid. That I look at stuff and go, oh, that looks swampy, and then I approach with way more caution than necessary. All right. Let's see, if you go with the popular opinion, everything is a road if you're brave enough. We'll grip the factory here. Yeah, no, that's, we've definitely taken some sketchways where we just cut through the middle of some trees. The day I learned those are not just, like, secured in there. I was not aware of that being a mechanic. It makes sense, it's a mechanic. I'm sure I'll need more later. My assumption of what you would do to fix that now is you'd get a crane and put it on there. But for the moment, I don't feel like it, so... Hey man, don't ask questions too much. But I am a little bit short on service parts. I know I just left. They look, it's not me. They said they needed more. So it's really not my fault. Yeah, they're just, you know, they just didn't have as many as I thought. So let's double check. Okay. Yeah, no, I thought it worked kind of like in Farm Sim, where once stuff is in the cargo, it's just, they treat the physics as if it's just a solid, rigid object. That is apparently not how it works. It just means I need to go with a little less gusto when I'm going around these corners. I like how it's like literally outside the door. Yeah, just like you can imagine the person actually doing that, like just dumping it. I'd be like, yeah, man, they just shorted it. Like they needed 4 boxes and you only gave me 2. It's not your fault. They gave you bad information. But yeah, but like, you know, the guys watch you totally just, you know, dump it out the side of your trailer right outside the front door. You're like, all right, I mean, you're paying. It's like, sure, we can sell you extra product. That's fine. I suspect you could probably also winch those boxes and just drag them here. And it'd probably be, yeah, it's fine. It actually might have, like, damage to the cargo or whatever. Oh, it's probably have to be set on the right task. So go to rock on. Start tracking. And now the road is clear. Okay, so with that, what's going to end up happening here for a minute is I need to step away for just a couple minutes to throw my dinner in the oven and be right back up. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put up the clips and all that, but thank you again for tuning in. I'll be back here in just a couple minutes, and thank you again for tuning in. No, 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 no. I got hit by something else. I saw the trigger, too, and I got... Okay. Stop. Why is it pitch black? What am I supposed to do? The whole thing just went pitch black instantly. I can see nothing. And since there's 2 sides of that airlock, this shouldn't be really that bad. Well, we've lost. I thought we had depressurized it. So that's the thing that confused me, is we depressurized it, was exposed to the entire opening. Well, and that brings the end of our hard space shipbreaker run. I better not die from that. I hate crawlers. Well, that is our first zombie injury. Eat a potato, eat a potato. Too late. And it is done. Jeremiah Weiner has finally passed at 1 year, 4 months, 12 hours, 135,120 zombies killed. At the end, we have managed to reach 8 fitness, 9 strength. I mean, I'll try and blow up more if I can get my hands on more utilities I can blow up. Can I get more dynamite? Arrived. Welcome, Cookie.
Hello, sentient cookie. Ooh woo.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard Tomb like say ooh woo that I can think of. It's probably happened before, but like that I mean.
I don't just want to.
Yeah, she doesn't just walk around and go, I like it, ew, ew.
Oh no, ew.
She's like, ew, get it away. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I feel dirty. Stop it. What? Where are you up to with that? Did you interrupt? Oh, God. Did you interrupt my picture? Stop getting in the way of the camera. Oh, come on. It's perfect. Okay, we're bitten. We're dead. They got me in the forearm where I'd already had damage to my outfit. So, rip this character. They have perished. So prisoner, begin converting them. So let's see. They're a tough child. And they want to be in the mines. Alright. That thematically fits this in a very uncomfortable sort of way. I mean, it'd be more you'd get stuff on your... By the way, go to bed. Oh, jeez. I completely lost track of time. As well as 556, the big downers, we don't have a gun that uses 556. They're extremely rare. Like the weapons that use like 556 and that, the ammo is almost irrelevant because you'll never find enough guns to actually use it. And unfortunately, the gun's the only way to repair. You'll definitely never find the gun that uses it. Ooh, I almost didn't get that swing off. I don't know why we didn't see her approach us. That was spoopy. Alright. Hey, train, could you not? Hey, train, please. Train. No. This is not my stop, train. I don't want to go this way. Let me free. Alright, so we're going to... Okay. So I'm back. And let me catch up and chat here real fast. We got people rolling dice. Like going to Shake Place and the cashier gives, That's how your hat. Oh yeah, like you order a drink at the restaurant, you just go plunk. Oh, I didn't get my. I don't know what happened. I didn't get my drink. But yeah, it definitely feels like that. The person just like rolls their eyes and like, look, I don't want to deal with this. Here's another one. Just go away. They learned that one of the reasons why Fallout 76 still gets updates is because Spencer plays the game casually. Nice. You know what? That is a perfectly valid reason for a game to still be updated. If you have the people who are developing the game still like the game enough, that's a perfectly reasonable reason for a game to continue getting support. Because hey, they're allowed to be a fan of their own game. Do we have any other busted up roads? I see we have a lot of things. Oh, you're all like right. Oh, they're in the muck and all that. We have repair the truck. So I think that's the only damaged road on this map that I'm seeing. Oh, Spencer isn't the CEO. So Spencer works for Microsoft. Because, you know, Bethesda belongs to Microsoft. He is higher up in their games development. Like, he is one of the executives. But yeah. But the point was still along the lines of... Because I know there is the title developer, but then there's also, like... You know, when you're looking at a bunch of this stuff... I'm trying to see the best place to go. So this road seems fine. Bridge the gap. So we got two bridges, or we got a bridge we can build here. All right. I'm basically trying to see. All right, so we got more bridges over here. I guess honestly, I don't need to go to the next tile. We've got the stuff here. I can work on the stuff on this tile, and that should be fine. So we've got Tim's thing down there, so we can go ahead and turn around. Top off our fuel. Ah, we do have another one. Do I already have boulders? We do not. Okay. So let's quickly run down here. And grab that mission. For the moment, I'm just going to turn around and bring you back. Wait, we came. But yeah, no, it's, so there's developer of the title, which is usually, historically, software developer. Or software engineer, whatever title a company wants to give. Where I'm at, engineer is a protected title, so most software developers cannot call themselves engineers where I am. Which I understand. Because here the idea is an engineer is someone who has gotten their certificate as a engineer. Which is usually more in the area of like, you know, civil engineer, mechanical engineer, that kind of thing. But, so developer usually refers to that. And you'll have people like, oh no, that person's not a developer. They're a whatever. And honestly, to me, that's usually people being pandemic or whatever. But like, when it comes to game devs, like, did you make art for the game? Congratulations. You're a game dev. But people's like, no, that's a software term. It's like, nah, like, if we're talking the vague game dev, you're a game dev. Did you run logistics? You helped develop a game. Were you actually writing code? No. But you helped develop a game. And I know people argue with me no end, and keep in mind, I'm a software developer of over 15 years. It doesn't bother me. Now, if someone says they're a software developer and, you know, they literally don't write software, sure, there's something to be said about that. That's misrepresenting. But I also don't like that in lots of companies that develop software and games and all that, that people effectively try to discredit others' contributions because they didn't write the software or whatever. It's a way of trying to like devalue those around you. So usually with game devs, like, yeah, did you take part in any process that resulted in the game coming out, congratulations. You've contributed to the game development. It's like, are you a software developer? Not necessarily. Oh yeah, regarding Microsoft, they released around 1,900 employees for the game team. Even the, well, the CEO of Blizzard was going to be on the way out as part of the terms of the acquisition. Like, that was a requirement of the acquisition. It's one of the reasons you actually do have people supported the acquisition who were in gaming, is because the CEO of Blizzard is an awful person. But yeah. No, there's unfortunately been tons of layoffs. Just in the game industry this year, I think we're at like 5,400. Or some nonsense. It's really rough. I mean, well, it's certainly a problem in the gaming community. It's happening at tech at large as well. So it isn't isolated. That isn't to downplay what's happening in the gaming industry, but it's tech inclusive of gaming is getting hit. But yeah, it's a rough time right now. All right, so let's go check our mission objective here. Okay. Yeah, no, that's, I've debated adding, like, an industry news channel or something like that. I don't know, I go back and forth because I know a lot of people are very stressed out about what's happening in tech. We have a lot of people in tech, in the channel, some who have been impacted by layoffs. So it's kind of one of those things that go back and forth on what I want to do with that. What am I hitting? Oh, there's a log there. I went around the last time. I'm seeing if it would be easy enough for me to just cut across the middle. It's probably actually fine. Hey, Teresa Mage, how's it going? Yeah, this is because I didn't grab the quest in the first go through. Alright, so what do I need to do for this? The long way. 2 service parts. Hey, it just would so happen that we happen to have 2 perfectly good service parts laying on the ground right up here. So we're going to customize real fast. So now I'm in tech. You're being laid off and your company is closing your store at the end of March. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that as well. Like, I know other industries are being hit as well. Tech is the one I know personally. But yeah, no, it's kind of a whole shakeup, and there's all sorts of different beliefs as to why what is happening and all that. You have some who are borderline conspiracy theorists about it. You have some that it's not quite that bad. But it's a whole thing. You might go to subform in engineering? Yeah, engineering's tricky as well. I mean, it's a thing that's going on. I thought I heard Tim. Where'd I leave that? Ah, trailer's up there. It's a tricky time. It's also a very short-sighted thing for a lot of the companies are doing what they're doing, because it's a lot of companies who are making like record money who are letting people go and all that. Like, there's certainly companies who are letting people go because they're in hard times and that. And sure, I understand. But there's a bunch of guys like, oh yeah, record profit, laid off 1/3 of our staff. Like, as a result, laid off 3rd of her staff. And it's like, that's not how this should work. That's not how any of this should work. Okay. Let's make it daytime again. Man, no, it's tough time. I'm hoping I'll be able to just take this with the trailer easily enough over here. And not have to go and drop off the heavy crane and all that. Alright. Mostly electrical engineering? Electrical engineering is usually a pretty safe bet. Good luck. Good enough. All right. And electrical engineering is usually a pretty safe one. There's definitely some types of engineering that are a bit trickier to find work in these days than others. Okay. Then grab that. Store the crane. Pack the cargo. May have to wait and pay for college for it, like for 5 years or something. Yeah, no, if you're gonna go into like an actual engineering discipline, there is certifications you have to get and all that, which does kind of have minimums that requires to get there. I don't think I have whatever this quest is, mission, task. Worry about that in a minute. Hey, Lennox, how's it going? And Lanix out of 10 stream streaks, so thank you, Lanix, for catching all the last 10 streams, like not missing a single one. It means a lot that you continue tuning in all the time. Thank you.
It's a lot of streams.
It is a lot of streams. We have some people up to like 80
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
without missing a single one.
Also, for all of you who care, and hi Ian, guys, for all of you who want to know my Taco Bell saga, because they didn't give me my Crunch Wrap, they sent me a coupon for one free item. Yay!
It was totally worth it.
Got a coupon.
That way I can get an item later that I wanted now.
I know. I can sign. I'll get a future Crunch Wrap.
It's a tomorrow crunch wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, she picked up dinner for me, well, for us, but she picked up dinner for us the other day, and they missed one of her items. And usually she catches it at the location, but this particular time it got by, and she got home and she was pretty upset about it. Never had a crunch wrap before? I know I have, but I don't remember. Like this, My partner would be so mad if she didn't get a Crunchwrap from Taco Bell order. Oh, like I said, Toom was pretty upset. Like, she had gotten, like, 2 or 3 things, so it's not like she didn't get food. But, you know, you look forward to something and you don't get it. Even though, like, the worst thing, and you paid for it and everything. And in the past, the way it usually went is you'd call to be like, hey, I didn't get my whatever, whatever, whatever. They'd be like, okay, come on back. But it's like, all right, look, man, you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to take, like, another half hour out of my day to drive back over there to get, you know, get the item I want. Like, that ship has sailed, unfortunately. Like, I understand, we're in this impasse. But, yeah, so she put in the thing where it's like, hey, did, like, service not be what you want? Okay, what was wrong? I didn't get my item. That kind of thing. And they just basically gave her a coupon. Which is a reasonable thing to do. Usually I like when that kind of stuff happens, that they do just a little bit more, but I understand why they don't, because then it encourages people to lie about stuff and whatever. But, and like that's at least honoring what the agreement was, that I paid, I get item X, that said. It just says, I do the best place for electrical engineering is MIT, but you obviously have to go to MIT. I did research the Great December.
Hi, Snowball. Hi, Hapu. I do have to say, not because I kind of heard you, and like, not that someone couldn't lie, but like when you fill out their form. Like,
oh, they had the receipt and everything.
But they didn't ask for the receipt, but they asked like, what time were you there, and like, what item was it, and I'm like, oh, and like, what store was it at? I'm like, man, I hope I didn't get those people in trouble. But like, they can easily go like, yeah, this person at that time ordered that, you know?
I mean, it's one of those things. You're not trying to get a person in trouble. At the same time, like, you did pay for it.
I know. Hi, Jay Walker. You know, I was really sad because I wanted a Crunchwrap, and then I didn't have a Crunchwrap, and I had paid for a Crunchwrap. I didn't know Crunchwraps. So I was really sad because I was coming home from work, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna come home, and I was like, work is awful. Not awful. No, it's fine. And I was just like, I'm gonna come home and eat a Crunchwrap, and everything's gonna be good. And then I didn't get my Crunchwrap, and I was like,
yeah. Oh yeah, Taco Bell around there is underset. Yeah, no, when it happened, we actually had a lot of people that they were like, oh yeah, Taco Bells are specifically bad about that.
I know, that's the thing. I'm like, I didn't get those people in trouble. Who's wanting my Crunchwrap?
But yeah, I've noticed that with a lot of places, that there's certain of like the fast food or fast casual, either or, that like they'll have 10 people behind the counter handling it. Or like, man, they do a really good job here. Like, I always get my food. It's pretty much always the way I order it. They're doing really good work. And then you have the place that you have like the whole store, and there's like one person behind the counter, and you see like one person in the back.
Yeah.
And the orders are wrong like half the time.
It's like, man, you poor person. You poor people.
And it's like, you know what? It doesn't surprise me that they mess up half the orders. They're scrambling in 30 different directions just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah. But yeah, I was really sad because I have really been looking forward to that Crunchwrap, like, ever since he was like, can you pick up Taco Bell on the way home? So, like, for hours, I have been like, oh boy, I'm gonna get a Crunchwrap. It wasn't there. And so I was like, no, I want a Crunchwrap. Those of you who have eaten them, you get it.
I know I can go farther around. I think we can just push through. Oh, are they? I didn't particularly notice. In real life, I have pretty big hands. Like, they're not gargantuan, but they're larger than average. Tomb 8 without Crunchwrap, minus 20 mood. I know, right? Alright, so we've cleared that road. So now I've got the cement down here, which actually I probably needed the crane for anyways. So we can go do that, because that's just down the road from here. I don't see any more markings that are like, this is broken. So we can go ahead and knock that out. back to the MIT thing. You read it wrong. You don't have to go to MIT, or you have to. Oh yeah, no. Sorry. Yeah, no, you don't have to go to MIT. Like, you can go to most decent state universities will have an engineering program. Whether it's the best or that's certainly a discussion to be had. Not all degrees are created equal and all that when it comes to your actual education side of it. There are definitely schools that are far more known for engineering than others. That said, there is a lot of discussion, argument, considerations about is this school better than that school, that kind of thing. That is a whole basket of worms going in there. But yeah, no, any place, because the big thing is if you want to be an engineer, it's not even the degree that is the important piece. There are certifications that come with the degree. So whether you go to like your state university or if you have, I forget what they're called now. Are they state colleges now? What used to be community college? Well, that's not good. So what's happened is I've got the actual arm stuck on here. I don't know if you can get an engineering degree from a trade school. I like, that's just very genuinely, I've never looked into it. Mostly because I'm not, like, my program that I went to school for myself, and I did go to university, got a bachelor's and all that. For me personally, my degree included electrical engineering, but I am not legally an engineer. Because while I covered a lot of engineering courses, I did not get the general certification. That was outside the curriculum of the program I was in. So, like, I'm here in Florida, I cannot call myself an engineer, and there's other places in the world that engineers are a protected term. You're not allowed to call yourself unless you have that certification. Not in an official capacity. They different states and countries have different rules around it. But I'm not, like, I would not, if someone said, "Are you an engineer?" my answer would be no. Because if I claimed to be an engineer, I would be effectively committing a form of fraud. It'd be the same as if I said I was a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Not in the I have a doctorate or in the medical practice. Neither of those versions I'm a doctor. Yeah, I was gonna say, as I don't for an engineer, specifically the title of engineer, I don't know, because you might be able to do like one of these things that's a trade school that then goes and has you take an engineering certification as a separate thing. I don't know if that's a thing because I never looked into it because I wasn't pursuing a degree in engineering. Or wasn't pursuing engineering in general. But ultimately you have to get the certification at the end, and it has a lot of requirements. It's not doctor bad for requirements, but it's pretty significant. It's not something you can do like a 6 month like charter thing and be done with. Three gallons a minute. Let's go. Almost 4. Need a bachelor's degree? Gotcha. I wasn't sure if you had to have a bachelor's degree or you had to have just the certification. Again, that's probably one of those things that probably varies state to state, probably varies country to country. And I'm not an expert in that at all. Attach anchor. Give me the crane. Do the thing. But yeah, the point is there is significant requirements. Here's a question. I'm gonna test to see if there's damage. And wait for the swing swung. Alright, I guess there's no damage to that. Alright. Alright, and Nitro, you have a good one. Okay, so that's going to be a really sketchy one over there. We can grab this one. We'll drop those two off, and we'll go for the super sketch one on the land bridge. Is the one right in front of me is the one? Yeah. Because the one over there, I'm assuming is just like straight up in the mud. Oh yeah, no, it's just, I wanted to test like if there's trailer damage or product damage, and all I did is I just held it really high and just dropped it from a high altitude. I figure if it didn't break with that, it's not, or if it didn't damage anything with that, it's not going to damage anything. Activate anchor, give me crane controls. Perfect. Alright, so now the question is getting to Tim's house. Is that gonna be terrible? That might not be that bad. I remember one of these places looks way worse than it really is. Now granted, the last time I flew across in a Jeep really fast, which is going to be a very different situation than dragging 2 entire packages of concrete through a fast-moving river with a giant heavy crane on a big truck. Come on, let me up here on the ridge. Don't. Get back. I saw you. You stay put. All right. Just a little bit more. I think I'm more of a fight than I thought. There we go. Okay, so we're not going to grab this one on the way out. We're going to do is go grab that one, and grab that one on the way back. So let's try and make this happen. I don't have a lot of gas left, so we're just going to try and push it. Surprised it's not worse. I was really expecting to just be swamped down the moment I hit that. Okay. So, I like long drives on the beach. Especially in flooded out, desolate areas with all the trees knocked down. Just the combination of beautiful and ruined together just really is a vibe. You know, it's not too happy, not too sad. It's nice. It's a nice halfway. I don't really know what the range on this crane is. I suspect this island is probably plenty. Yeah, let's do that so I can, Yeah, it's just okay. That's all I really want from life, is just okay. Alright. So now a challenge, and part of the reason I didn't want to go any farther forward is I wanted to make sure that trailer was still in winching range. That way, if it did end up being a thing that was going to be a fight to get back out of here, I at least had a way to fight. Alright. You have a good one, Jess. Thank you again for tuning in. Excellent. Perfect. Let's go here and remove that waypoint. Nope, nope, nope. It's not part of the plan. I don't need you to tip. I parked that almost perfectly for it to be a problem. No. I just need it to work with me for just long enough. Then get over this little ridge here. We're almost out. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Just so I get the trailer out of my way long enough that I could try turning around. Here, let's remove the trailer as an immediate issue. Get to where I want to be positioned and pick it back up. Can you use your own crane on yourself if you get really struck? I don't believe so. I know you can use the crane as a winch, but I've been told it's not as good. Yeah, no, you can't, like, use the crane on your truck to pull your truck. You can do stuff with the crane and the trailer, and the payload on the trailer. You can do some shenanigans. But as far as I'm aware, you can't, like, you'll never have an anchor point between your vehicle and your vehicle. Now, you can do other things, like take the crane and turn it to, like, push yourself over and all that. As long as you're not flipped over to the point that you're stalled. But, I understand that's sometimes an option, but if your truck is too heavy, it's just kind of useless. Like plugging a power strip. Exactly. It's like, okay, you've done this, but it doesn't do anything. It's like there's the old saying, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. The original meaning of that saying is, you know, something that is absurd or impossible. Because if you just think about it for yourself, if you are standing up and you're going to pick, or if you're like sitting down, you try and lift yourself with your bootstraps, it means you're pulling your feet into the air, which means you will never succeed in standing. It's, you know, it's an exercise in futility. And restore crane. Okay. And we're definitely dealing with some real murky stuff, so I'll probably have to do some fighting with the winch here. But we should be okay, because we're pretty close to our destination. Let's give me a little help getting across here real fast. Alright. Was the beach? Yeah, no, the beach was much easier to cross. The problem is it's already kind of in the murky stuff, grabbing the other one, and then turning around. I wouldn't be able to just, like turn around the spot and go backwards. I'd have to, like, back up and turn. So I was like, alright, let's just deal. Yeah, no, the beach worked out really well. Honestly, taking the beach route as opposed to going through the other route was definitely the easier of the two. Um. Oh, there's 2 different quests here. I understand. It's like, what? Why is it asking me for things other than what I have? I don't want that attached. Okay. So, we've got that quest. What is the repair the truck quest? If you're looking for some extra cash, I've got a nice little job for you. I saw a broken truck near an abandoned house. I'd be grateful if you could repair it. It just has a picture of gears. I don't know what that means. Is it? I might have to drag it back to the garage, maybe? And I know I'm not gonna be able to get this back there with the gas we have. At all. Not even close. Let's just try and get the trailer out of the way. Because we're gonna run out of gas before we get anywhere. Oh, we're already so low, it's struggling. Alright, detach. You're on the Black River map? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm on the map right after that. Repair kits, trailer, roof rack, etc. Okay. So let's customize a truck. Okay, it's like, did you know you can customize your truck? And thank you for the follow, welcome stream. It's like, did you know you can customize your truck? It's like, yeah, no, I've done that a little bit, buddy. We did that thing a while back. Okay, so let's... Well, that's interesting, because we could actually carry cargo on here. Ah. So I literally could buy the back of the truck to go down there and repair it. It would drop our power to weight. I mean, we're gonna get the truck. I'm just accepting I'm gonna end up buying all these frames. Yeah, so you're gonna make me very top heavy compared to what I am now. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and erase that real quick. All right. So we should be able to go over there, repair it, and all that. Daniel John from here? Yep. I realized, I was like, wait a second, that's not the direction I want. It's like a school bus? Sort of. I could see it. A very, very top-heavy school bus. Begging to roll. Imagine stuff like this is probably a bigger deal when you are playing hard mode, is having your own repair vehicle to like go catch up to your vehicles and patch them up and that kind of stuff. More like a cool bus. It happens. It's also kind of weird in some of these areas where it's like all washed away, that we don't end up like repairing that. Like, there's just areas where it's like washed away that's clearly it's supposed to be a road. They're like, nah, no bridge here. This is a no bridge spot. You can't fix this. Okay. I also imagine this has got to be way more annoying to deal with. On hard, where it's like, you would need to get this out to where it needs to go and back. So you'd have to have like a dedicated vehicle to like run out there with a gas tank to top it off to let it get back because you're burning so much gas. Just dealing with stuff like what I'm doing right here, where I'm burning 4 gallons a minute just going up a hill. Got ready to grapple in case it started to go over. Man. Damage is very inconsistent in this game. It's not that big a deal, we just gave our tire a little bit of a knock at our suspension. Safety winch. Okay. Their maintenance could have gas sometimes. But yeah, not just the whole thing of like... be able to right ourselves a little bit this way. At least I thought we would. I need to get you... So the problem is we're on like a little bit of a hill and it's just as top heavy as this thing is. It wants to roll so badly. You know, kick the tires once in a while, how do you know if they're still good? Exactly. I was just figuring we were just asserting that we're the ones in charge and the truck is the one, you know, the truck answers to us, not the other way around. So every once in a while you gotta knock the engine really hard and be like, yeah, that's right, you know who's in charge. No Roll 2024 is going strong. Please stop being in a perpetual lean. You hate this road? It is... a dicey road. That's the reason I winched ahead of time. Alright. Flip me so many times in this thing. Yeah. So far, have I flipped on this road? I mean, there's still time, certainly. Okay. All right. Sleeping until 2 p.m. when you have to get up at 6 a.m. the next day probably wasn't a good idea. Man, keeping a sleep schedule and, like, unless you have a job or whatever that's very, very consistent and, like, everything you need to do is very consistently, like, around the same time, it feels so impossible to keep a sound sleep schedule. Like, back when I had, you know, 9 to 5 job, then, you know, on the weekends, people would want to meet, like, early afternoon, which worked out perfectly. Like, that wasn't too bad. Even then, my sleep schedule still got messed up sometimes. But, like, now that I stream fairly late, and then people want to meet up, like, earlier in the day, and if I have any extra responsibility, or any extra things I gotta deal with, like, you know, doctor, dentist, whatever, it's my sleep schedule is getting put all over the place. It's so hard to keep. I hate everything about this. No. Don't. We're straightening it out. Okay. Managed to turn the wheels back to the left before we went over. I want to get close enough to the flotsam that we can pull ourselves to it, and then the flipping will be way less of a concern. But where I'm at right now, it is out of range. Okay. You just want to roll so badly. Your existence is the desire to roll. Alright, come on. You can do this. Alright, we'll get this truck repaired and we'll see what we can get knocked out next. Alright, so it's this. This truck is way out here. But the good news is we've got all the roads and all that repaired out here now. At least I believe so. We have grabbed all but one of the vehicles, and there's like 1 or 2 upgrades in the very last tile we're missing. So we've explored pretty much everything. Oh, don't be terrible. I just look at that curve ready to grapple onto that tree the moment we started going over. You're able to repair damaged vehicles, be it your own or someone else's. First, press V to the functions. That's fine. Okay, so I've got that. Let's see. For our next thing we can do, we can grab that. We've got multiple quests out here. I'm going to be reckless here and do something I shouldn't. Because the alternative is I would just go back to the garage. We are going to try and recover that thing with this monstrosity. I don't expect this to go particularly well. Especially since I'm not even sure where the road is. But I figure, the worst case, I'm backtracking anyway to take this thing off. So, I'm already down here. If I can make it work, even if it's not elegant, that's still relatively okay. Alright. Plus, yeah, that's exactly my thought, is might as well give it a shot. We're already down here. Going back goes way out of the way. It's also advanced time so I can see what the heck is happening. I didn't need to do it that way, that's fine. Okay. How's the trucking, good sir? Doing pretty good, your local guru. Can I get a shout out for your local guru? They're a content creator on the platform. Plays a whole range of fun stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to get around this corner. Seen them playing stuff like American Truck Simulator, I believe The Long Dark. Been doing SnowRunner themselves recently, it would appear. So definitely good times in all of those. Yeah, no, it's going well. Right now we're doing something we shouldn't, which is I just finished repairing a truck down here for one mission, so I got this big repair wagon, whatever you want to call it, on the back of the truck. But there's a truck we can pick up if we just get close enough to it in the middle of the swamp. Oh, Season 12 drops this week? I have no idea what that means. More maps and more trucks? Oh, so they're just adding more to the game? Is it going to be like DLC, or is it just like the base game gets more? I'd assume it's DLC. Alright. So we're going for that. So we're gonna make not so great decisions. Yeah, I think that'll work out. I want to say there's a bunch of flotsam we can cross here. Each year has 4 seasons. Gotcha. I think this will be okay. This motor vehicle had no problem getting to some of this, and I actually would have gone for this had I had the gas. All right. There's our destination. But yeah, like I said, we're not actually well prepared for this. I just happened to have the vehicle down by this, and we finished what we were working on, so it's like, all right. So I see a path back there I could potentially take. It looks like there's a pretty big dip here, and a sandbar after it. So straight across doesn't seem like the move. I got you, good buddy. Don't worry about it. Why do it with elegance when you could just do it with horsepower? Now, we just need you to get up on your wheels, please. Thank you. Not that I need to do that, but now that truck should be mine. I should be able to switch to it. And it belongs to me. Neat. And we'll go down to you. Recover you. Yep. I just wanted to repair it because I could. There wasn't a need to repair it. It's just like, it's here. Why not? All right. So I've got you. So let's take a look at what we just recovered. So I've got the Paystar and the Transtar. Transtar is an A+, which we can make an S+. Yes. Hey, other truck? you're probably about to lose a bunch of parts. Because... I don't think there's a reason to keep you around right now. I feel like you just handily got overpowered in everything. Why do I feel like these are different categories? Can you show the vehicles available to purchase? Yeah. Alright, there's our Fleet Star. So there's the Pace Star. And there's the International. You are considered a highway and you're considered an off-road. So they are considered two different categories. Ah, I see. So this one doesn't get AW, or it doesn't get all-wheel drive or diff lock. So yeah, so that's missing those. So it's got just straight up more power and everything. But... okay. That's fine. In that case... put our tires back on you. I do think we keep it, because for just like an absurdly heavy load, I feel like this is now our reigning champion, because S plus on the highways and moving a thing. That'll be good for like the major highway hauls. Alright, so where are we going next? Oh, you want me to recover the lost trailer? We can do that. So we'll probably want the free star for that. Since the power we have in this is that. Yeah, I suspect that's the route we want to take. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, I've been trying to figure a lot of this out, you know, through my own experimentation and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Slap that engine around. I just had to remind that engine that I'm the boss here. It's just along for the ride. Just from playing GTA, I kind of want to get moving with that, like slam the spacebar to like power slide around the corner or whatever. No, it's not power slide, but like, you know, just fishtail around the corner. That won't work in this game at all. The handbrake just stops you. But I want to. You can do the Batman winch, though? Yeah, no, I've done that one. I also do lots of safety winching, where it's like, oh, this is a sketch area, grapple, like, way ahead. And just drive along, just, like, don't even bother reeling in the winch, just use it as effectively an anchor. Okay, so we got one spot of trees that's a bit dicey. It's a very bouncy shore. Too far away. This thing is a beast upgrade? Oh, yeah. Pretty like a little... Oh, not close enough. Yeah, it's like, looks like a little fuel trailer, maybe. Why are you being weird about this? We already grabbed the mission, so it's not that. Do you just not have a place we can hook it up? I'll just drag you along anyways. Yeah, driving the square, but I already accepted the mission. Like, we literally already have the mission for it. Do I have to drive into the square for it to count even in this case? I mean, I will. It's just a really weird... requirement. Okay, I didn't need to. Yep, now I know where it needs to be delivered. The thing is getting confused where is anchoring it. I don't know if it'll count if I drag it with this. We're gonna find out though. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over there, do a snake up this hill. That looks like it's fully flooded out, so we probably go up this way. Tune it in. Tune it in. Turn it in. Let's try and just push through here. If they keep going straight, then the trailer should cooperate for the most part. Where if I have to zigzag around, they gotta fight the trailer with trees and all that. Okay. Alright, your local guru. Thank you again for popping in. You have yourself a good evening. Well, yeah, no, trees are the enemy. You can never trust a tree. It's that rock there. Tell a trailer to keep up or get left behind. Pretty much. I'm honestly impressed with how much this is just like, nah, it's fine, we can go over this. Alright, let's release the winch for just a moment. Hey, Infinity Simplex, how's it going? Okay, so you should be able to take this around. Now you gotta turn left back up towards the garage. Because unfortunately that our road is like completely underwater. 3 stars a star? It is. Trying to avoid the rocks, because that's the thing that seems to really catch me up, is I'll hit a rock while going up a hill, and it has to climb over the rock, and that it's struggled with. You're exhausted? Always fine? I've been doing good. The game's been going good. We got all but like 1 or 2 of the last upgrades. I think with that truck, we've got all the vehicles we know about. The last tile had an area we haven't really explored. But we've been making solid progress. We've repaired most of the damaged routes and all that. Alright. I'm a little bit worried it's going to roll down the hill. Alright, come on. Just digging myself like a little... almost like a little trough there. Okay. It's like, don't care that you're struggling to get over that. We're going over that anyways. Barrels long, trailer full of gas, bounding and flipping over. You're right back there? Great. That's pretty much what it is. Like, the little trailer behind me is like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry. How much do you weigh? Nah, it's fine. Don't care. Trailer just smashes into me at speed, shooting sparks absolutely everywhere. We got places to be. We don't have time for breaks. Oh, that makes you drift a lot. Okay, hang on. Wait a second. Stop moving me around so much. Just it rolling over side over side over side. It's not even on its wheels. It's just sliding on its top. Nope, not stopping. Got places to be. Yeah, got your trailer, boss. There's just smashed to little bits. It's like, what? It was left to the side. There's this whole flood thing. Don't look at me. It's on its wheels again. It's fine. Just really got dinged up. That's all. Give me credit. Oh, it's the other one, isn't it? I've been promoted. No little duct tape and gum won't fix. Yeah. Passes. Passes all safety concerns. So you're a source of fuel tanks. Alright. And you need those over there. That actually shouldn't be bad. It'll be just at spot the farm. We have... Oh no, trailer's not there. Where's the trailer at? Is the trailer down here still? Boo. I have a different idea on how I'm approaching that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive up here. Actually, I'm gonna recover it anyways. Let's just recover it. Customize. Because I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Get a flatbed. Let's check out the different platforms we have since we've seen it. Oh yeah, let's grab the U. Boom. Yeah, we don't need a trailer. Just let it roll. Just does every mission with the crane. Grabs the fuel canister, drags it by crane. I know it's going to go the other way, but... Alright. So grab our tool fuel canisters and take those to the farm. Crane only challenge. Oh man. I think the worst part wouldn't even be dragging stuff, it'd be like doing the same route again and again and again. Plus, imagine the physics would get hilarious stuff. Oh yeah, no, when we were dragging, like just watching that thing roll side over side behind us and all that, it did make me curious, like what all we could end up having happen with it. It didn't get too out of character. Like we got banged into where the I would stop and the trailer would just still be at speed and slap into the back of us, and a couple times it damaged me. But, eh. Okay, we've got our fuel. Alright, so that'll probably be okay there, but this spot is going to be sketch. There's a path along the edge you can do pretty okay. And that's what we're going to take. I'm also going to just take the map. I know I complain about every time. I really don't like the day-night cycle in this. It just feels like I'm constantly having to drive around in the dark. And I know in like New Game Plus you can turn it off and all that. But hear me out. That should just be a setting. Just in general, not a New Game Plus only thing. Or let me adjust how long an in-game day is. At least like something to adjust it. You like the nighttime? I wouldn't mind it, except it just feels like the game I spend 2/3 of it at nighttime. It's just the way it feels. It was something like the days were like, you know, 5 times as long, and night was just one segment of it. I think I would enjoy that a lot more, where nighttime is more interesting and novel and that kind of stuff. Versus it feels like I'm just driving around at night most of when I'm playing this. Okay. How you doing, Scout? You hanging in there, buddy? Let's see. Boucher says, here I was about to recommend you should have a new game, Driving Around at Night Simulator. Glad I didn't. Road Hypnosis Simulator. It's just at night, but the only thing you can see the whole time is just the line in the middle of the road that occasionally will start banking a little bit to one side or the other. Otherwise, there's like just literally nothing else to see. Like the tree line is kind of indistinguishable. Desert bus at night? Pretty much. Yeah, so last time I was able to just cut across here. Oh, I'm seeing a problem my other vehicle didn't have. My other vehicle was small enough I could just go around this. This one I can't. I see. I think I can still make it work. Oh, of course I can make it work. The fence. Okay. I wasn't sure if we were using GTA rules where, like, some of the things would be indestructible. Or like State of Decay 2, where you'll go through and you'll smash a bunch of fences and be like, haha, this is funny. And you hit like this one fence that, you know, for whatever reason, it's like, no, that fence there, that one is just made of indestructible material. Good luck. You have trauma from GTA 5 bushes. Oh yeah, where you bump into the bush and you just lurch to a halt. But some other bushes you can go right through. You just kind of have to know which ones you can and you can't. Alright, so you have 2 brick over there. The wood is way the heck down here. Yeah, you see... Oh, that is wood. Alright, so let's grab... Oh, that's 5 wood planks? Alright, I mean... Sure. I'm dubious it'll be that easy. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to pick it up. Because of the semi-trailer. Actually, we might still be able to... Actually, don't know how it'd work. Yeah, no, it's a semi-trailer, so I won't be able to grab it. It won't hook up to the back of what I got. I have to have the anchor point. And get the bricks from here, and that should be really easy, actually. So let's go and erase that. Put a waypoint here. And go back the way we came to grab the bricks. The wood planks, they might actually go back to the other map and grab them there. We'll see what the situation is. And I already grabbed that quest. I find it interesting that, like, so we have the road here that this washed out. It doesn't appear to be along a river or anything, and the whole road's basically destroyed. I believe we're also on the high side of the dam, which makes it very curious to me that it is so badly washed out. Alright. Yeah, so the brick was just right down this way. Did I already grab... I don't think... Did I already grab that quest? Life-threatening accident? I did not. Alright, let's grab that real fast while we're in the neighborhood. Or threatening accident. Okay. Just trying to grab all the things, get them all knocked out and out of the way. Is you're finding it easier to use various truck beds instead of the trailers? I mean, yeah, because if it's on the if it's on the truck bed itself, I don't have to finagle with the trailer and its pivot points and having where you can, you know, turn and the trailer catches on something you didn't. The only downside is you're limited to either like two units of cargo. It also seems like the weight consideration is not as bad as well. Oh, I have a bridge here yet to build. Did I totally overlook this? Ah. So that'll be something else to do soon. Rip that cone? Yep. Well, it knew where it shouldn't be. So what did that need to be repaired? You need wood planks. That's actually not too bad. Okay, fair enough. In the meantime, we're going here and here. And that'll be another quest knocked out. Okay, and this time we have a pretty heavy load on this. The truck is very noticeably performing different now. I mean, it is a truck full of bricks. I can only imagine, like, can you actually grapple these things? Wait, I can grapple that? Oh, absolutely, all day long. This is exactly how this game is supposed to work right now. Right here. This is correct. No matter what anyone tells you, that is correct. I also like that I could just keep driving with it. This is our life now, chat. I'm getting some kind of resistance now, chat. Oh, hey. Hey. I don't want to go this way. I'm, like, it's letting me drag it this... Like, I'm not sure if you saw. Like, it whipped me around there for a second. Working as intended. Yeah, the reality is our truck is stationary. We're just moving the world. You get back and it's just like, this was like some metal beam going through the entire dam that was just somehow stronger than concrete and everything, which would not be the case. But, you know, you just kind of like levered it through the entire dam. All right, we are starting to hit the limits of what I can continue to pull this back. We have hit the limit. This is how far we can take it. Oh, wait. Okay. Sounds like you need a stronger truck. I mean, the fact that you can barely make out where that was winched to. Pulled the earth off its axis. Oh, I was just trying to correct it. You know, it's got that weird angle to it. I was just trying to straighten it out. It's correcting nature's mistake. I was just curious, because what I was going to say before we got distracted by the fact that we could just grab the warning sign off the top, is I was going to say, I can imagine a speedrunner strat of going through there at speed, hitting the winch on the corner to like just swing the truck around faster than you could normally turn, for like, you know, the Batman style grapple turn, but like speedrunners doing that kind of stuff. I haven't watched anyone speedrun this. I imagine it's absolutely absurd. Because there's definitely plenty of ways to break physics that you could probably abuse. You certainly could ignore a lot of the roads and find like what route through the trees you could strategically use to bypass a lot of issues. Alright, how am I doing on time? Okay, so it's going to be right about time for us to get ready to switch games now. Am I correct in that? I'm not switching an hour already? Yeah, alright, we're at the right time. For those who don't know, I do stream for about 9 hours a night, and so what ends up happening is about halfway through stream, we do switch games. So we are finishing up with the first half of the stream, which was playing some SnowRunner. Don't worry, it will be back. You know, that's definitely been a thing people have been enjoying, so I'm definitely going to bring it back. But we're going to do switching over to Farming Simulator 22 for the Survivor Man Challenge, keeping that going. That I forgot we went so long on SnowRunner yesterday because it's like, man, it didn't feel like I got much done. Like, I know I had gotten a lot of processes done, but like we hadn't got a single payout yesterday because of just, you know, all the setup of our new field and everything. So what's going to end up happening here is for those who are watching over on TikTok and YouTube, the stream is going to end for you, and then it will resume in just a couple of minutes because there's no such thing as switching categories in those platforms. So yell at them for not having that. And so goodbye TikTok and goodbye YouTube.